Good morning, it's good to see you. We're in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. On a whim, I decided to jump over and have a look. I'm standing out the front of the Cambodian or Phnom Penh post office. It was erected in 1895 by the French town planner Daniel Faber. It has been functioning as a post office since 1895. They've added a wing or two, I think, I read, and Starbucks probably wasn't there when it was originally erected. But going to take a bit of a walk around Phnom Penh this morning and see what we can find. Not too much planned. Let's have a look. Phnom Penh translates to Pen's Hill. Pen is a Cambodian female name, and legend has it that in the 1300s this Pen, Miss Pen, found a tree floating in the Tonle Sap. The Tonle Sap is the river that runs through Phnom Penh, and in that tree they discovered or found 4 Buddhas, 4 statues, and the wealthy Miss Pen asked the villagers if they could build a hill and a temple to in which to hold these Buddhas, and this is it here, Wat Phnom. I'm not sure whether the legend's true. I don't really care. It's a good story. Let's get into the streets. Enough of the history lessons. This is your store, sir?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, I'm a YouTuber.
Oh, yeah.
YouTuber.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I was looking for the Wat this morning and I got a bit lost, and this kind gentleman sort of gave me directions. What was your name, sir?
Chinda.
Chinda, my name's Wayne Chinda.
Oh,
Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
And how long have you had your store, Chinda?
Oh, yes, 30 years.
Oh, 30 years?
Yeah.
That's a very long...
My wife's running.
And your wife is running it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And your father had it before you, or?
My brother, my father-in-law is doing this business, but I'm doing different.
Doing different?
Yeah.
Doing different style? Doing Chinda style?
I do real estate.
Real estate?
Yeah.
Ah, so you're selling apartments?
Exactly. I'm a founder of realestate.com.ke.
You're the founder of realestate.com.
.ke is the biggest website in Cambodia.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. So you're quite a smart man. You understood, 30 years ago that the internet was coming, and
yeah. Basically, I'm an IT guy.
You're an IT guy.
Yeah, since 1995.
You went to university here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Your English is very good. You're exceptional. So you keep very busy, yeah?
Yeah.
And
but right now I'm selling that kind of business. I'm moving to help my wife here.
Yeah, and you have a big family, or?
Yeah.
A wife and how many children?
3 kids.
And they're now studying also?
Yeah, 2 in abroad.
Where in London?
US.
US?
Yeah.
And what are they studying?
Just a normal high school.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Do you think, Chandra, they will come back and help you with your business, or?
Exactly.
That's the idea. Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is what I want.
Yeah, and they can would take an interest in the real estate as well.
I'm not sure.
Up to them?
Up to them.
Oh, that's a very nice, very nice. And when you say you sell real estate, is it all types of real estate, or you specialize in one particular area?
We put multiple categories.
Oh, I see.
Condo, house, land,
everything.
Yeah.
And would most of your business come from people outside of Cambodia or inside Cambodia?
Yeah, we have a specific category like a condo. Most people outside. Ah,
okay, yeah.
House and land, most people
inside.
In local.
That's really interesting. Chandra, thank you so much for giving me directions to Wat Phnom this morning, and thank you for talking with me. It's very nice. Have a nice day. Yeah. Really good guy. The last time I was in Phnom Penh, or Cambodia, was 2010. It's been 15 years, and I knew things had changed. I sort of kept my finger on the pulse a bit through an online platform, expat platform, and you sort of get a bit of an idea as to what's happening here, but nothing prepared me for to the extent that it's changed. But I've only been here 24 hours, so I haven't really got a great take on it. But in that 24 hours, in the sort of riverside, sort of around the central area, I get the idea that even though there's all these tall buildings and constructions, and you've got this really quite extravagant skyline in Phnom Penh now, down at street level, it's still a pretty gritty little place. A lot of the shop house, well, all the shop houses are still here, and it's still very much very much a local person street, you know. My first time in Cambodia was back in the 90s, and it was a vastly different place. It was quite edgy back in the day, as Cambodia dragged itself out of its dragged itself out of the shadow of its dark past, I guess you'd say. I remember I went out once about 11 o'clock at night. I was staying not far from here actually, and there wasn't a soul on the street, and I was a little bit away from the main sort of tourist area, or what was sort of going to be the main tourist area, and you'd hear a couple of pops around the corner of a gun, and that was that was enough to put me back inside. But to give you an idea, I'll turn the camera off me and you can have a look up there. I don't know, in the West you might, back in those days in the West, you might have a mall. You might go into a mall and there'll be a sign out the front of the mall saying no skateboards, no rollerblades, these types of things. I went to a market back in the 90s here in Phnom Penh, and there was a sign out the front, a really big one: no high explosives, no guns, no knives, because, you know, a few people had them. So yeah, a lot edgier. The type of people that were coming here as well, they were characters. They were looking for a bit of an adventure as well. There's still a few characters here, I think. I'm hoping I'm going to meet a few. But yeah, 24 hours in, happy to find the streets, at street level at least, still feels very, very, very local. Just looks fancy in the photos. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm feeling a bit hungry, and I see a lot of people over there eating something. And while Cambodia isn't renowned for its cuisine, it doesn't get many mentions on the international stage, they still do a good soup, good noodle soup, I'm sure. And it's always a good sign. Whoop, watch the roads. It's always a good sign when there's people eating here. I'm going to get something to eat. So it does look indeed like it's some noodle soup. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Or no. Can I have one of the soup? Yeah, it's possible. Just send us this one. This one, it's possible. One like this. No. 500. 500. Okay, thank you. Can I have one, please? Yes, thank you. Sit down over there. Thank you. Oh no, please, sit. I'll go this side. I'll get this side. Here? Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, sir. I want to try some local food. Oh, sorry. I want to try some local food. And I see everyone sitting here, and everyone looks very happy and smiling. So
yeah.
I think what is it? Just a noodle soup, yeah?
They want a soup. Super blue and red.
Blue and red?
Yeah. They want a noodle, Cambodian noodle.
Cambodian noodle.
Yeah.
And is it spicy? Not so spicy. No?
Yeah.
Do you come here every morning for coffee?
Every morning, yeah, for coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
See your friends?
Yeah, they are friends.
You're all friends here? And you all live local here?
Yeah, local here, so they're nearly
in the area.
Yeah.
What's the name of this area?
This area, the Old Market.
Old Market?
Yeah, they want the Old Market. Huh?
Yeah.
Old Market.
And you're a businessman, sir?
Oh, no, I have a printing.
Printing?
Yeah.
Okay. And is business good? Yeah?
Not good, but now I'm old.
Yeah, you're old. Ready to relax, yeah?
Yeah, relax. Early morning, and then 1 hour or 1.5 hours, I'm back to my business.
Okay. Yeah. And your son works at the business also?
Yeah, my daughter, I have 2 daughters.
Oh,
so they go to the work outside, not in.
Oh, I see.
Let's take
some tea?
Yeah, some tea.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Very kind. What's your good name, sir?
Bo. Yeah.
Bo, my name's Wayne, Bo. Nice to meet you, yeah?
Yeah, nice.
Well, that's a lovely welcome, isn't it? They made room for me. I've got tea. Everyone's chatting. Sitting amongst the locals. Not a bad start to Phnom Penh.
Where are you from?
Australia.
Oh, Australia.
So, okay, bon.
Yeah.
Which is the best way to eat this? Just with the... Well, we have everything. So we have chili.
Yeah, chili.
And some greens.
Some vegetable.
Yeah.
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 And inside have also
Oh yeah?
yeah.
Okay, let's try.
Yeah. Let's start yeah. Also, no, you do it.
Huh?
I make it for you, right?
This is how you do it?
Yeah. This one I have the other one also. Right?
Oh, it's got some pork in there.
Yeah. Yeah, please.
Ah, you're very kind, Bon. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't put it to my mouth and start feeding me.
Right?
Sorry?
Good test.
Very nice. The sprouts and the it's not hot, yeah. It's not a hot dish. It's a cool. It's sort of lukewarm.
Yeah.
And
Got to ask a guy.
it's a very subtle. It's a very subtle sort of brothy. A little bit. It tastes like there's a little bit of chicken broth in there, yeah. But it's very subtle.
This is for the fish made from fish.
Ah,
Fish.
it is.
Not
It's fish.
chicken, not chicken.
Ah.
The red one is chicken.
Ah, okay. So it's fish, but it's very subtle. It's just the hint, just the slightest hint of this flavour. I'm gonna load it up with some chili because
Yeah, put in something in chili, yeah. This one chili, fresh chili.
I'll go for the chili flakes, not the raw ones. But the noodles are nice and soft and.
You need a spoon, more spoon.
No, I think it's okay. I'm doing it wrong.
Để cho lọc đi anh quan một chénទៀត. Oh, okay, you just spoon it. Okay.
Try the.
Yeah, try this one as well. For you.
I think everyone's having a bit of a chuckle at my lack of culinary skills or feeding skills. Everyone's having a very good time. It's quite crunchy with the sprouts and the chili helps. The chili really helps it. Gives it some legs and some punch. But it's a good light breakfast, I think. Wash it down with a bit of tea. So what started as a bit of an awkward introduction and everyone was a bit uncertain, it doesn't take long for the walls to come down, I find. This is the normal breakfast for Cambodians, yeah? Noodles in the morning.
Chip also.
And chip.
Yeah.
So this one is
$1.50.
$1.50.
Yeah.
$1.50, yeah?
$1.50.
Uh-huh. Bo, so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Very kind of you to talk with me, yeah? Thank you very much, yeah? Thank you, bye, yeah? Bye. That's so much fun. See you, bye. The interesting thing there, I think, is worth mentioning or worth pointing out is when I initially approached, there was this suspicion on both sides, you know, and it was a little bit awkward and everyone wanted to know, what am I doing here, or what does he want? But very, very quickly, you know, those walls come down, and once, you know, that happens, it's a lot of fun. There was a lot of joking and laughing at me for the way I was eating, and that's fine. That's just, you know, that's just fun, I think. But Bo was sort of, we got into a bit of a deep discussion about the Thailand-Cambodia conflict on the border there, and Thailand apparently in violation of a ceasefire treaty, and that was a bit heavy. I didn't include that. But yeah, good fun. Really good fun. Where are we going now? Oh, so, you know, it can be, for those who aren't used to it, it can be a bit daunting walking up to locals and sort of saying hello, and sitting down. You know, these people sort of moved aside to give me a seat, and yeah, enjoyed a good breakfast with them. Where are we going now? It's a great street, isn't it? Leafy with the houses. One of the rules when you're walking around Phnom Penh, of course, is never hold your phone out in front of you, because it's not unheard of for people to do grabs. They'll snatch your phone, and I'm very conscious of walking around with a new GoPro, so I'm sort of always looking over my shoulder, and I've got a firm grip on it. Hi. One of the things that the initial shock of it all is the traffic. I just don't remember the traffic being anywhere near as bad as it is on those main roads. It's just horrendous trying to cross the road. Where did all the people come from? It's a bit gaudy. Red Romance. I think I found myself down a bit of a night strip. Now we're heading towards the Tonle Sap. We'll give you a bit of a walk along the river, see what we can find. And here we have the Tonle Sap. This will take you up to Siem Reap. There's a tourist boat that'll take you to Siem Reap, or as I did in 2000, I'm not sure if it's still possible to do, but I'd heard that if you walked about a kilometre or two the other side, that's the old barges, the old boats used to come up and pull up on the river shore, and you could walk down and speak to someone. And I did that. I walked down there and asked this old man. There was no common language between us. With a bit of finger numbering, he worked out I wanted to go up to Siem Reap, and it cost me, I think it was $5 or $10 US, and I had a couple of days on a boat, and his boat was just like that, and he was carrying cargo, and he was going back to Siem Reap without a load. So I had a hammock, and I strung my hammock up the top and had some fruit and some water, and spent 2 days on the boat just watching the life go by on the shoreline or on the riverbanks. And about 5 o'clock he comes up and points downstairs, and I just followed him, assuming he was going to give me some food. And there's a lady, his wife, is down there cooking right next door to the diesel drum, the fuel drum. And we sat down on the floor and I had white rice with a dried fish and an egg, and ate it all. Of course, it wasn't very palatable, the dried fish. Those crunchy organs and bones never taste good for me. But so yeah, I spent a couple of days hooked up my hammock there, and just watched the life go by between Phnom Penh and Siem Reap, and it was just a great way to travel. I'm not sure if you can still do it. I'm going to go down and have a look and see if that old cargo boat port is still there, because it's just amazing to watch these guys. They're you know, these big bowing planks of wood as they walk with toilets on their head, and bricks and motorbikes, and there's dust, and they're barefoot, and it's just unbelievable. Their balance and the activity. Yeah, just a great spot. So I'm hoping tomorrow or the next day to get down there and see if that's still functioning, and maybe, if the mood takes me, take another cargo boat to Siem Reap. The Tonle Sap. While I've only been here 24 hours, there's a distinct and very different feel to Phnom Penh to other towns or cities in Asia, and I've been trying to work out what it is. And where some might argue Bangkok's a little bit sterile now, it's a bit over touristed, it's a bit too clean, Phnom Penh is the opposite. Like, the difference is that it spills, the streets spill out onto the road. The shops and stalls spill out onto the road. There's no boundary between anything in a lot of these streets. I'm obviously coming into a market area now, so that's probably going to highlight it, and probably a little bit more than what the point I'm trying to make is. But in a lot of the streets, in a lot of the other places, there's defined boundaries. Like in Bangkok, your stall goes this far and it's a clean line. But in Phnom Penh, in the streets that I've walked this morning and yesterday evening, and admittedly I haven't gone too far, everything spills out. It just sort of covers everywhere. Hello sir, how are you? It's sort of, everything gets blurred in together, and that's I've just done I've absolutely slaughtered that explanation. Sorry about that. Someone said the other day online, would you just focus and concentrate and get your thoughts out? Well, I'm afraid the ADHD doesn't allow that sometimes, but I'll try again. It's like from the building to the... I think this spilling out is perhaps representative of the Cambodian people. You know, everything is shared, everything is out in the open, everything is sort of on display, open for discussion. There's no... all the lines are blurred. All the lines are blurred, whether it be social, physical. How am I doing? Am I getting my idea across any better? I don't think I am. But I've just obviously walked in, stumbled onto a market, and there's a lot of fish. A lot of fresh produce. The river systems are under duress. The Mekong, the tributaries, the damming of the Mekong. Hello, how are you? Are you good? Looks like a very nice pumpkin you have there. So yeah, to see a lot of fish is good, but you wonder. I've read a couple of articles about people who rely on the industry or the fish and the rivers for their livelihood. These fishing populations are diminishing because there's just not enough there to support it. There's plenty of fish in this market though. Just goes on and on. Am I in the old market? Can anyone tell me, am I in the old market where Bo, that guy I had breakfast with, said everyone from that area is from? Asked him what district or what area is from, he said the old market. Hello. Another person with a GoPro walking around. I guess it's 7:30 now. I was up with the sun again. Let's take a deep dive. Let's take a deep dive. Yeah, I'm finding getting up with the sun is really enjoyable. It's so much cooler to get around, and you know, life, this sort of life starting at the beginning of the day, the city waking up, it's really enjoyable. It's good to reconnect with that. Hello. It's good to reconnect with that sort of morning procedure or process again. Really am struggling to find the words today, but there we go. It's like that sometimes. So yeah, you know, on first appearances you sort of look at Phnom Penh and you have a look at the skyline and the steel and glass and these soaring towers of condos and buildings, and on, you know, it looks like it's a very modern city, but when you get down to street level it's just as you'd hoped and expected it to be. Hello. But as I say, only been here 24 hours, so I haven't really got any basis for any opinion as yet, but it's just my first impression. Not really qualified to comment. Hello. Where have I come out? I've come out just conscious of holding this GoPro. I'm just conscious of holding this GoPro out in front of me and someone tearing by and snatched it out of my hands. Wouldn't be the first person that's happened to in Phnom Penh. I suppose there'll be some that want to know, ask, is Phnom Penh dangerous? Is it dangerous? I don't know. It's probably a little bit edgier than other areas or other cities in Southeast Asia, maybe. You know, normal safety precautions are required. You know, phone snatchings and jewellery snatchings if you're in the back of a tuk-tuk and you've got a gold chain on, you know, you're tempting fate. There's still a little bit of crime here. It's a little bit edgier. I think you have to be a little bit more cautious, and on some of the streets not much good happens after 2 a.m. on some of them streets, you know. So, but for the majority, the vast majority of people who are just sort of here doing the tourist sites and hanging out on Riverside, I don't see that there's anything you need to be concerned about. I'm concerned about walking around with my GoPro out in front of me, as I say, because it's just not uncommon for people to lose phones and cameras, and I'm not saying it happens every hour or anything, but it does happen. But is Phnom Penh dangerous? Certainly. Oh, what's that? There I go doing that thing again where I just sort of take off. Is it dangerous? Hello. Is it dangerous? I wouldn't concern yourself too much. Most people aren't going to find themselves in areas or environments where they're going to put themselves in the way, but normal precautions are advised in Phnom Penh. Just be a little bit more careful about things. Violent crime isn't really a thing. Occasionally, but again, you know, there are probably people who have better information than me, because I haven't been here for a long time, even though I try to stay in touch a little bit. That's a pretty impressive. What? Oh gee, that is. I saw the one at the front. I didn't see the one at the back. That's enormous. Gonna go around the side and have a look at that one. That's pretty spectacular. I'm not sure the name of the what. I just asked the gentleman, he said Wat Phnom or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's really quite amazing, like really quite spectacular. I can see these amazing chandeliers in there. I want to go and have a look, but as always, I'm reluctant to do that without knowing full well whether I'm allowed to. So some people might be wondering what finds me in Phnom Penh. It was just on a whim. I thought that I might like to duck across there. I haven't been for a while, and it might be a gateway to doing a little bit of a, possibly, I don't want to make announcements because I know I'd change my mind so frequently that it'd be frustrating for others, I think. But you know, I might do a city hop through Asia, sort of Hanoi, Taipei, Hong Kong, Japan maybe, I don't know. That's what's spinning around in my mind at the moment. Just having another look at those buildings. This feeling that it's lived in, that they're, you know, some people say it's dirty and, you know, that it's grimy and grubby. To me, that has character, it has personality, it has, you know, life in it. These buildings have life in them. Give me these sort of grimy around the edges shop houses and buildings any day over a nice brick and tile. I'll show you where I'm staying. A quick look at where I'm staying. I'm on the 4th floor. It's got an elevator that works very, very well. After walking around the streets all day, sometimes it's nice to get an elevator rather than take the stairs. My decisions on where I stay are sort of depend and driven by the Wi-Fi. It's got really, really good Wi-Fi. Got my own router in the room, which pleases me no end. It's bright and airy. It's $28 Australian a night. Fridge, television, little table and chairs. Bathroom. They give you comb and soaps and toothbrushes, which is nice. The water all works fine. Plenty of water pressure. A little balcony out here, which I won't go to the trouble of opening up. Gives you a bit of a view of some rooftops. Oh, there's that Wat that I was impressed with today. But yeah, perfectly serviceable. I'm right. So I'd be 30 metres from the river, I guess, on the eastern end of Phnom Penh. But that's it. That's my little room. That's also it for me for my first one in Phnom Penh. Not sure how long I'm going to be here. It's all very much on a whim these days. Thanks very much, as always, for coming along today. I hope you're well and happy in life, and doing the things you want to do. We'll see you soon.